welcome back to the channel. So this week on Craft With Us, I of course have my mom and we have our special guest, Bear, making his guest appearance once again. This week on Craft With Us, we are actually going to be making two projects. That'll be a first for us. So the first one we're going to be doing is a shadow box. So you need a shadow box such as this. So we got these. All the supplies we're using today are from the Dollar Tree. So you're gonna need a shadow box, and then we still have some of the wood ornaments that we used on the ribbon banner a couple weeks ago. So we're gonna use this in the shadow box. And then the other project that we are going to be making is going to need one of these boxes. This is one of them that were released for fall. And then you're also going to need one of the little standy wood pieces that also was released for Halloween. They do come out with these yearly, so I'm sure you'll be able to find something even if it's not this year. And then a couple other items that we've gathered are, we're hoping to use some lights for this one. So we have two different kinds from the Dollar Tree. So we have this one, which is the light string that looks like this, which is a very thin string. These are battery operated. And then this one that Mom has, we picked up recently because these were released for the Christmas season. These are also battery operated, but these kind of have the mesh tubing over the lights. And then we also have some moss, some extra wood die cuts. I think this one was from Michael's or Joann's. And then we have a bunch of paint. So we're gonna go ahead and get started and we'll take you along for the ride. One of the last things you're going to need for both projects is some scrapbook paper. So this is just an assortment of Halloween themed paper that I've had in my stash forever. You can find this at Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, online, scrapbook.com. We're just using a couple sheets of the 12 by 12, but if you use the 8.5 by 11, that would work as well. Even the 6 by 6 paper pads could work depending on the size of your project. So I would definitely just make sure that you get a large enough piece to fit whatever dimensions of the project that you're making. All right, so we're gonna start with the, I guess the smaller of the two. So this is meant to be kind of like a shadow box with a piece popping out in the center. I know Dollar Tree has a similar one, but we decided to make our own. So you're gonna need, we're using the 4 by 6 shadow box frame, and this is in a Tiffany blue with a gold border. So you want to go ahead and take all the wrapping off.
Take the back out of this, and there's a glass. Okay, when you take the glass out, just be really careful so you don't cut yourself. And then we're going to take this paper off.
Once you have your frame deconstructed completely, you should have about 3 pieces: the glass, the backing, and the frame. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and paint our frame whatever color you would like. So I think we're going to probably do ours either black or white for this one. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and we'll be right back.
You want to paint your wood piece that it's going to go in the center of the frame. So mine's going to be orange.
I think I'm going to go with white for mine. So the next step you're going to want to do is you're going to take your scrapbooking paper and you're going to go ahead and trace the background piece of your frame. And then you're going to cut out the paper, and then you're going to stick it together so it looks like this. Let me turn it so you can see.
And then we use the little sticky things.
So we're using by Thermoweb, it's called Zots, and I've had these forever, but I believe you can still get them at Joann's or Michael's or any scrapbooking store. And basically they're these little glue dots. They're probably super hard to see on camera, but they're these little glue dots that are super sticky, and they work really well for sticking paper to like cardboard or other paper. So that's why we decided to use that instead of the glue gun to attach them. And then your wood piece, once that is painted, you're going to want to use some mounting tape, also found at the Dollar Tree. You get 3 rolls in 3 different thicknesses. And you're basically going to go ahead and just layer it behind your piece and attach that to your to here. So you have something that looks like this, because we're trying to create the dimension so that it's popping out and not flat onto the piece. So you can add as much thickness as you want to it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we are all finished with our crafts this week. We're gonna go ahead and show you how they turned out. So the first one was the wooden banner piece shadow box is what we're gonna call it. So ours, we decided to keep things pretty simple. So here's what they look like. I think they turned out really cute, and they look really great if you were to display them together. I think they make a great pair. So both of our projects turned out very similar. Same process for both, just a different character in the center. Mom went ahead and put a raffia bow on hers, and then I just used a piece of some extra ribbon from the ribbon banner that we made a couple weeks ago, and just recycled it and used it on here.
Yeah.
Here's what the backs look like. And then the next one is the, I guess we'll call it the light up shadow box. This one took a little bit more time just to kind of figure it out and get the lights sorted.
And we painted it. I paint mine black in the back, and then I paint the black. I glue the back in on the tip of the back, and then I put orange eyes. And then I painted here for the boo, different 3 colors, and then we put the lights in the back. And then I've just put a little moss on the bottom, and then just put this behind, and you can glue it, but we haven't glued it yet.
Here is mine. Mine is a little spooky haunted house. So mine uses the house standee from the Dollar Tree, the shadow box, and then I have this extra ghost piece, which was also a standee piece. We just went ahead and took off the base, glued him to the back, painted everything, and then I have some creepy cloth here to hold my string of lights that I have in the back there. I will go ahead and do a more closer in-depth so you guys can see these lit up without the bright lights shining on them. And then I also have some of the green moss and then a tiny pumpkin that I had in my stash. And then mine also has the little battery pack. We do still need to get these attached. You'll just glue them to the back of the piece so that way when it stands, you can still have the on and off function of the battery pack. So that is this week's craft. We hope that you enjoyed, and we hope that we were able to hopefully inspire you to create one of your own. So give this video a thumbs up, like it, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys again next week. Bye!
This one has to come in too. There's Bear.
Okay,
There he is. He has to say hello to everybody. You had it.
I can put balls on mine.
Put balls on you.
He's a speed crafter today. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Over here, like playing with the tape. Are you in there?
Still wet.
Okay, well, don't touch that.
Lauren, it's haunted in here.
No, it's not haunted.
It's haunted. How?
No, it's a ghost, Mom. He's snoring. Look at my ghost. Look at my ghost.